morning, students, and welcome back to this recorded session. Today, in language acquisition classes, we are going to talk about the conditionals, my dears. What are the conditionals? So, my dears, I know that you know it. This is only a review about it, but we have to learn them again. Okay, so we got different type of them. So we got the zero conditional, first, second, and third conditional. Okay, so these are pretty important. Also, you have to learn about the mixed conditional, how to use them, when to use them. Well, firstly, my dears, conditional is a type of sentence that is made up of an if clause that it expresses a condition and a main clause that expresses the result, my dears. Remember, it is pretty important. The sentence describes a situation that might happen or might have happened according to the conditional, right? According to the condition that you want to say. The sentence usually starts with if or when. The if clause can be the first or the second part of the sentence. Now, let's continue. Kids, remember that it's pretty important that you recognize all of them. Firstly, we have the zero conditional. So we have the structure in here. If plus present simple plus present simple. And it refers to situations that are always true or possible. And we have the example here. If it rains, the ground gets wet, right? So you can say it's obvious, right? If you hit ice, it melts. Yes, so it is possible. You can do it. So when you're using when can also be used instead of if, right? So you can use when instead of if. Okay, so that is for the zero conditional. Now let's learn about the first conditional. So we have the if plus present simple plus future simple. In this case you have to use will. Okay, so it refers to a situation that it is possible or realistic too, but in a future, my dears, right? So if I go to the shop, I will buy something, right? So you don't buy it in the moment, right? So you will buy something. If I study hard, I will pass my exams, right? So you have an expectation about that one, and it could be possible. Now let's continue with the second conditional. In the second conditional, we have to change something, right? So in this case, we're going to use if plus the past simple plus would plus the verb, and the verb is in the base form, and it refers to a situation that is impossible or unlikely to happen. Unlikely means improbable. And for example, we got that, right? So if I won the lottery, where is in the past, I would buy a mansion. If I were you, I would quit smoking. Okay, remember, my dears, when you're using second conditional, you have to say if I were you, right? It's a mistake if you use I was you. That's not the thing. Okay, let's summarize, kids. So we got the zero conditional, the first conditional, and the second conditional that we have to talk right now, right? So, well, we have the zero conditional that it is always true. Fact of nature, definitely true, right? So the general truth. Then in the first conditional, we have high chance to happen. Might, could, or possibly happen. Normal things. Now we have the low chance to happen. That's for the second conditional. So it could be doubtful or probably won't happen. Hopes or dreams. And then we have the third conditional, and that is impossible, right? We can change the past. But let's focus on the second conditional. We have the if plus the simple past, kids. Remember, simple past. Then you can use would, could, plus the verb, right? So always would or could, right? Then we got some examples here. If you were president, then I would cry. Then I would cry. If you were president, I would cry. Where is the past of the verb be, right? And would plus the verb cried. The next example, if it wasn't so hot, we could go out. If it wasn't, remember, past of it too. And could go, right? Could go out. Okay, then we have another example. If she got rich, she would buy. If she got, the past of get, she would buy it. Then we got another. If you forgot me, then I would be sad. If the furnace broke, past of break, it would get cold, right? Remember kids, we have to use the verb in past, but only when we have the word if, right? So the if expresses conditions. So if we got the word if, the next verb is in past, right? And the main clause is with the word would or could, right? So we have some example here. Now my dears, I have to say thank you. I hope that you like the class and goodbye.